Hey, it's Kayla with Benchmark, and in this video I'm going to be showing you some troubleshooting tips with a network rover. So whether this is the first time you're setting up with your network rover or the 1000th time, this video will help with any issues you might be having. So first off, I'll give a brief explanation of what a network rover is, and then we'll go through each of the common issues you might see and kind of what steps you can take to resolve any of those issues. So a network rover, instead of getting corrections from a base via radio, it's getting corrections over a network, whether that's internet or cell network. And so the network rover can get those corrections over the network either by having a SIM card in the receiver or a SIM card in the data collector, or the data collector is connected to your phone's hotspot or to a MiFi device. And so some of the common issues you might see when using a network rover is that you don't have any internet or cell service, you're unable to connect to the correction service, or you're able to connect to the correction service but unable to choose your mount point. And then finally, the last one is that you're able to connect to the service but you're unable to get a fix. So for the first common issue of not having any internet or cell service, if that happens, you would see a series of errors in FieldGenius that look like this. And so if you're using data collector internet, what you can do to double check that you have internet is just open up a web browser and quickly search today's weather or something. As long as you're able to do that, you have an internet connection, and you can try reconnecting with the network rover. And if that still doesn't work, I would just try doing a reset on the receiver. So if you're using a SIM card in the receiver and you get that same series of error messages, what you want to do is you want to make sure your APN information in FieldGenius is entered correctly. As long as that's entered correctly, you should be able to connect, but still unable to connect. The other thing you can try is making sure the SIM card is inserted correctly in the receiver. So for the S631, the SIM card goes into the SIM card slot on the A side. So if I go in here, take off the cover, and then there is a locking mechanism for this one, so you just have to flip it up, and there is a diagram on how to insert the SIM card correctly. So make sure you have the SIM card oriented correctly. Just kind of pop it in the slot, and then make sure you lock it in. If you forget to lock it, sometimes it's not able to connect well, and so you can see that error message popping up. Replace the cover, put the battery door back on with the battery, and then try connecting again. Now for the Nano 7, to pop it in correctly, there is the diagram on the cover, so make sure you have the SIM card oriented correctly to match the cover. There's also a smaller diagram on the inside as well, and you just make sure you have that going in correctly, and then make sure it's pushed in all the way so that it should be able to kind of pull it out. Replace that, and then try connecting again. Now then, if you've confirmed your APN information is correct, the SIM card is inserted correctly, again, you can do a reset on the receivers, and most of the time they're able to connect. And if you've taken all these steps and still unable to connect, what you can do is you can try hotspotting your phone and connecting your data collector to your phone's hotspot and see if you're able to connect that way. And if that works, then you can at least finish that project you're working on, and then you'd want to give us a call to make sure that there's not something wrong with the SIM card slot on the receiver. So the second common issue you're going to see is that you're unable to connect to your correction service, and if that happens, you're going to see an error in FieldGenius that looks like this. And so this indicates that either there's an error with typing in the address or the port for your correction service, whether that's your local state cores network or Stormcaster or Point One or SmartNet. So what you want to do is make sure that's entered correctly. And if it is entered correctly, then what you can do is do a reset on the receivers and try reconnecting. And if all of that's done correctly and after a reset still not able to connect, if you are able able to reach out to someone else you know that uses the same network, see if they're having any issues as well. This might indicate that there's something going on with the correction service provider itself, in which case there's nothing you can really do other than maybe try again another day. And then the third common issue you might run into is you're able to connect to the correction service but unable to connect to the mount point. And if that happens, you're going to see an error like this, and that usually indicates the username and password have been entered incorrectly. So what you want to do first is make sure those have been entered correctly. One thing you do want to watch out for is that if there's been a space accidentally put in before or after your username or password. I actually fell for this not too long ago and couldn't figure out why I wasn't able to connect, and it turns out I had a space at the end of my password. And if everything's entered incorrectly, you've triple checked, again, doing a reset on the receivers majority of the time. That's all it needs, and just try reconnecting. If even after a reset it's still not able to connect, again, if you know another user that's using the same network as you can reach out to them, see if maybe what address port they're using, if they had any issues with connecting, and if finally that's everything matches that way, I would reach out to the correction provider and make sure everything's right with your account, and that the correction service itself isn't experiencing any issues with either servers or anything like that. Now, finally, the last issue you might see is that you're unable to get a fix. You're able to connect to the correction service, but just unable to get a fix, or you've got a low satellite count. So what you want to try for that is switching the mount point. So for the mount point, you want to choose one that has a correction format or data format that's RTCM3, RTCM32, or MSM. Most of the time that'll be kind of listed in the mount point name. So you want to make sure you choose one of those mount points. And majority of the time, that's the issue, is you've just chosen a incorrect mount point for your application. So in conclusion, one of the things you always want to check for when troubleshooting a network rover is that you have internet or cell service. Make sure that your credentials, so your address, port, username, and password are correct. And majority of the time, just doing a reset on the receivers, fixes the issue. And that's it for today's video. If you take any of these steps and it's just not working, please give us a call and we can take some extra troubleshooting to find out what the issue might be.